The October 17th, 2016 City of Vandalia Council meeting will now come to order. We will have a moment of reflection followed by the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. Would you please stand for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Council members, you have before you the council study session minutes of October the 3rd and also the council meeting minutes of October the 3rd. Are there any corrections or revisions to be made? Seeing none, they'll stand approved. We do have this evening a proclamation, and this is for Skate World of Vandalia, and I think that all of us in here know about Skate World because they are celebrating their 40th anniversary. And I'd like to have Charlie Clark come up to the podium, and I'm coming down there to give a proclamation. You want to come around here, Charlie? Yes. That way everybody can see us, and I can bring this around here while I read this. That's okay. This is a proclamation, City of Vandalia, Ohio. Whereas the City of Vandalia takes great pride in the accomplishments of its dedicated businesses, and particularly those that have contributed to our community consistently for many years. And whereas Skate World Vandalia first opened its doors in 1976, offering fun and helpful recreation for young and old alike. And whereas Skate World Vandalia has offered a safe and positive social environment for 3 generations of Vandalians, fostering roller skating skill, lifelong friendships, and the occasional moonlight skate, romance along the way. And whereas Skate World Vandalia has generously partnered with our local schools and service organizations and the City of Vandalia on countless occasions, hosting roller skating parties, supplying door prizes to award and and congratulate the success of young people, and generally supporting our citizens in many, many ways. And whereas Skate World Vandalia is celebrating its 40th anniversary in our business community, and as a well-known icon in the City of Vandalia, now therefore, I, Arlene Setzer, by the authority vested in me as mayor of the City of Vandalia, do hereby proclaim Tuesday, October the 18th, 2016, as Skate World Vandalia Day in the City of Vandalia, and encourage all citizens to congratulate its management and staff for their valued contributions to our city. Thank you.
Thank you. A lot of my old customers.
I was going to say, do you recognize anybody out here in the audience?
About half of them.
About half of them? What about the other half?
They haven't been there.
Charlie was just telling me he's got to get back to Skate World because there are activities going on.
We've got a big party going
A
on.
big party. Well, you can share the proclamation with them. And again, tomorrow is Skate World Vandalia Day.
Does that mean I get a paid holiday?
Yeah, I guess so.
From the city?
You need. Oh.
That was good.
Nice try.
Yeah, nice try.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you, Charlie.
Thank you.
Okay. We have no public hearings this evening, and that brings me to the comments from interested citizens. And I'm just going to deviate just a minute before I go through my usual spiel of what we do when we come up to the podium. Because earlier this evening we had a Girl Scout troop. And girls, would you like to stand? And they stayed all this time so they could come to the council meeting. So I think they learned a few things. Did you? Yeah. I told him to say that. But anyway, we really do appreciate you coming and staying. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, if there's anyone in the audience who would like to speak to council, would you please come to the podium, state your name and address for our records, and then your comment.
My name is John Whitley. I live at 362 Scenic Court, and I'm here representing a group of members and players at Castle Hills Golf Course. And just so we don't confuse all these people with players at Castle Hills Golf Course, I guess I would ask that those of you who are here tonight in support of our request to the city, if you'd stand or raise your hand or... That's better than I thought I was going to get. Anyway, it's my understanding that most of you have already seen an email message that I had sent out to this group. I know Mr. Cruzy has seen it, and I know several other members of the council have seen it. So I won't rehash everything that I said in that message. What I really would like to say is that, and also I guess I'd like to say that the people who are here tonight only represent 2 leagues that we polled of the 21 leagues that play at Castle Hills Golf Course, and that doesn't include casual play or anything else. But we enjoy the hospitality that we receive when we play golf at Castle Hills Golf Course. We appreciate the services of the people in the pro shop and what they provide to us during our experience in playing golf. We appreciate the services that we get from behind the food counter, and we don't really want to see that change. So very succinctly, what I am asking is if you would consider keeping the people at the golf course who are now providing us with these services, because they've obviously exhibited that they can do a good job of that. And I guess I'm saying, don't make it permanent. Let's give it a 2-year try. To make any serious changes now in Mr. Marshy's retirement may not be the best interest of the golf course of the city of Vandalia. But after 2 years, you'll know whether or not I'm right or you need to go into a different direction. Or I should say, all these people are right. So what I'm asking is, take these people under your wings, keep them as part of the golf course staff, and decline any motion that would bring in an outside contractor to run our golf course. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and I believe that Bob would like to say something on, I think it's behalf of all of us. Do you agree?
John,
Yes.
John, did you enjoy your lunch at Bunkers today?
It was, I ate more than I should have. Did you?
Yes, I did. I saw John there. We brought a consulting in from the National Golf Foundation. A couple of us had dinner with him I think it was last Tuesday night, wasn't it, John? Very knowledgeable. 27 years as a consultant. Can you hear me now? Is Mike on?
Yeah, but you got to put it right.
Hello? I don't think mine's working.
There. Try mine.
We're older too. We can't hear as well.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Anyway, we met with a consultant, and again, very knowledgeable individual. Had 27 to 29 years in the business as a consultant, one of their senior guys, and he spent probably 8 or 10 hours the following day with one of his assistants, just reviewing the entire operations out of Castle Hills. We kind of talked to him the night before about our wants and desires and needs and the community course and the friendliness, et cetera, et cetera. We certainly don't want to lose that. So he's gonna give us a readout probably in about 2 or 3 weeks of his findings. And we've asked John Higgins, Bob Wolf, and Kay Lowe, who's all on the, except for Kay, she's going to represent the female golfers, and give us a readout to set with us when he gives us the readout. So the community, the golfers will be represented when we do the review. They'll have input, and we'll see what it says. We understand what your wishes are, but as the consultant pointed out to us, and I'm not leaning any way or the other. All we are doing right now is fact finding, but as the consultant pointed out to us, is that there is 50 different ways you can construct a contract. You can hire the existing people. You can bring in a management firm. You can hire a pro, and all that's to be discussed and looked at. And we'll keep everyone informed. And again, with the 3 representatives from the Golf Advisory Board, we'll have your input, and we'll keep you informed as we move along through this. I know it's probably a bad time this fall. There's not a lot of time to get something in place for next spring, so we'll have to deal with that too. So we'll let nature take its course here and see where this thing ends up.
When you say you keep us informed, Bob, do you mean through the advisory board?
Yes.
Okay. So Dave will have a way of finding that out.
Yeah. We got Dave, Bob Wolf, and Kay Lowe, right? Dave?
Okay. Thank you. Thank you all.
Is this one worried? Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who would like to make comments? I just would like to say that we appreciate you coming and speaking through one voice. I think it helps. But I think that you understand that we are very much aware of the concerns that you do have. And as Bob has stated, we intend to keep you all up to date every step of the way in which we go, and have your feedback from that. So, okay. Anyone else besides the golfers?
Okay.
I'll wait for them to leave.
We were just waiting for somebody else to come up, but we weren't waiting for you to leave.
That's all right.
There you go. Huh?
Oh, thank you so much for waiting on them.
My name's Kimberly Payton. I live at 2915 Little York Road. And the girls and I had kind of discussed while we were waiting to come to the meeting some things they thought might be important. And we wondered for the high school why there's no flashing lights, especially with late start on Tuesdays. Now, maybe somebody's already asked this before and you guys may have addressed it. But as I'm driving through there in the morning and there's a lot of cars speeding through and there's kids crossing, especially on Tuesday morning, I just didn't know why the city doesn't have flashing lights there for any day of the week. I think there should be. I'm concerned about the kids walking.
Sure. I
see the police sitting there, but a lot of times they're not stopping people who probably should be stopped. And then there's been a few accidents, so I'm just curious.
I know that we can't answer your question right now, but our city manager, I can see him right now taking down the question,
Okay.
and he will get back with you because we have your address and everything.
Okay.
Is that correct?
That's
Yeah.
good. Then we can discuss it with the girls. We just didn't know what
Oh,
the
that-
process was or
yeah.
how that
Unless
worked.
Mr. Cron has an answer, and he does not. Okay, we will get
No
to an
answer.
answer.
We will-
Okay.
But thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Anyone else? Seeing none, we'll continue on with the city manager's report with the information items. Mr. Cruzy?
Thank you, Your Honor. Just one item this evening. I just want to let everybody know that council has established dates for their budget review workshops for the proposed 2017 budget. And those dates are Wednesday, October 19th, Thursday, October 20th, and then Tuesday, October 25th. Those meetings begin at 6 p.m. and they're held in the basement of this building.
Okay, thank you. Action item, boards and commission appointments. Mr. Cruzy?
Yes, Your Honor. Council has received an application for Mr. Christopher Prokes. He's requesting appointment to the Board of Zoning Appeals. And council also had the opportunity to speak with Mr. Prokes during your study session prior to this evening's meeting.
Thank you. What is the pleasure of council?
Your Honor, I'll move that we appoint Mr. Prokes to the Board of Zoning Appeals.
Second.
It's been moved by Vice Mayor Lewis, second by Councilman Herbst, that we do appoint Mr. Prokes to the Board of Zoning Appeals. Any comments? Seeing none, would you please call the roll?
Councilmember Ehlers?
Yes.
Councilmember Blakesley?
Yes.
Councilmember Gerhard?
Yes.
Councilmember Farce?
Yes.
Councilmember Hurst?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Lewis?
Yes.
Mayor Setzer?
Yes, and the motion passes 7-0. We have no old business this evening, and that brings us to our first resolution, and that is 16-R-86. By title only, please.
Resolution 16R86, a resolution declaring various items as surplus and authorizing disposal of such items.
Mr. Cruzy.
Thank you, Your Honor. So council has been provided a list of items that staff would like council to declare as surplus and grant authorization to dispose of those items. The surplus items will either be placed on gov deals or otherwise disposed of by the city manager as provided by law.
Thank you. Is there a motion?
Your Honor, I'll move that we approve Resolution 16R86 as presented.
Second. It's been moved by Vice Mayor Lewis and second by Councilwoman Farce that we do approve Resolution 16-R-86. Any comments? Seeing none, would you please call the roll?
Councilmember Blakesley?
Yes.
Councilmember Gerhard?
Yes.
Councilmember Farce?
Yes.
Councilmember Herbst?
Yes.
Councilmember Ehlers?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Lewis?
Yes.
Mayor Setzer?
Yes, and the motion passes 7-0. Resolution 16-R-87. Mr. McDonald?
A resolution authorizing the submittal of applications for federal FAST Act funds through the Miami Valley Regional Planning Commission.
Thank you. Mr. Cruzy?
Thank you, Your Honor. Again, so this resolution does authorize staff to submit an application to MVRPC for funding for the resurfacing of the airport access road's bridge deck over Stone Quarry Road. So if funded, this project would be completed at the same time the airport access road is resurfaced in 2018. The estimated cost of this project is $301,600. So the city will be funding 40% of that project under this application, or $120,640. MVRPC would fund 60% of the project, or $180,960. Additionally, the city is responsible for the engineering design cost at an estimated $24,650.
Thank you. Is there a motion?
I make a motion that we approve Resolution 16R-87.
Second.
It's been moved by Councilman Blakesley, second by Councilman Gerhart, that we do approve Resolution 16-R-87. Once again, comments from council? Seeing none, would you please call the roll?
Councilmember Gerhard?
Yes.
Councilmember Farce?
Yes.
Councilmember Herbst?
Yes.
Councilmember Ehlers?
Yes.
Councilmember Blakesley?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Lewis?
Yes.
Mayor Setzer?
Yes, and the motion passes 7-0. Resolution 16-R-88. Mr. McDonald?
Resolution 16R88, a resolution approving the replat of the Warehouse 4 plat.
Thank you. Mr. Cruzy?
Thank you, Your Honor. Bison Commercial Investment is proposing to replat at 335 South Dixie Drive to combine a 0.854 acre parcel and a 0.250 acre parcel to create one 1.104 acre parcel. The applicant is also requesting a rezoning of this parcel from residential multifamily to neighborhood business to accommodate the addition of a drive-through and additional off-street parking. The Planning Commission reviewed this plat at its September 27th meeting and voted 4-0 to recommend approval.
Thank you. Is there a motion?
I move that we approve Resolution 16-R-88 as read.
Second.
It's been moved by Councilwoman Farr, second by Councilman Blakesley, that we do approve Resolution 16-R-88 as presented. Comments? Would you please call the roll?
Councilmember Fairst?
Yes.
Councilmember Herbst?
Yes.
Councilmember Ayers?
Yes.
Councilmember Blakesley?
Yes.
Councilmember Gerhard?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Lewis?
Yes.
Mayor Setzer?
Yes, and the motion passes 7-0. We have an ordinance in its first reading, and that's ordinance 16-32. Mr. McDonald?
1632, an ordinance rezoning the property located at 335 South Dixie Drive from residential multifamily to neighborhood business and amending the zoning map of the city.
Thank you. Mr. Cruzy?
Thank you, Your Honor. Again, this rezoning is related to the replat that council just authorized. So Bison Commercial Investment is requesting the rezoning of a 0.854 acre parcel at 335 South Dixie Drive. The purpose of the zoning is to consolidate those two parcels for which the replat was just approved to accommodate the addition of the drive-through and off-street parking. The Planning Commission reviewed the rezoning request on September 27 and voted 4-0 to recommend approval.
Okay. Is there a motion?
I move that we approve ordinance 16-32.
Second.
It's been moved by Councilman Ayler, second by Councilman Herbst, that we do approve ordinance 16-32. Any comments? Would you please call the roll?
Councilmember Herbst?
Yes.
Councilmember Ayers?
Yes.
Councilmember Blakesley?
Yes.
Councilmember Gerhard?
Yes.
Councilmember Fairst?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Lewis?
Yes.
Mayor Setzer?
Yes, and the motion carries 7-0. We have an ordinance in its second reading, and that is ordinance 16-30. Mr. McDonald?
Ordinance 1630, an ordinance rezoning the property located at 3324 Benchwood Road from residential single-family 1 to gateway business and amending the zoning map of the city.
Thank you. Mr. Cruzy?
Thank you, Your Honor. So a rezoning request was submitted to rezone a 0.996 acre parcel at the northeast part of 3320 Benchwood Drive from residential single-family to gateway business. This request is a logical extension of the Gateway Business District, which this parcel abuts to the east and is in compliance with the future land use map. The purpose of the rezoning is for the future development of a full-service restaurant. The Planning Commission reviewed this rezoning at its September 13th meeting and voted 3-0 to recommend approval.
Thank you. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion, we approve ordinance 16-30 in its second reading.
Second.
And I'm sorry, I made a mistake.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Oh, didn't I? Okay.
You're fine.
Did you have your public hearing?
Wait a minute. What?
That's for,
Excuse-
Second reading.
Sec-
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's for later.
I was trying to read a note here, and I got lost, so I am sorry about that. We're on ordinance 16-32, is that correct?
No, we're on
16:30.
16:30.
1630, okay, that's what I meant. We have to have a public hearing, and I made a mistake in asking for the motion. Okay. A public hearing is now open for ordinance 16-30 in its second reading. So if there's anyone in the audience who would like to make a comment about this, would you please come to the podium, state your name and address for our records, and then your comment. Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing, and I'm sorry, we're going to go back. And who made the motion?
I'll make a motion, we approve ordinance 16-30 in its second reading.
Thank you.
And I will second the motion.
Okay, thank you very much. It's been moved by Councilman Gerhart and second by Vice Mayor Lewis that we do approve ordinance 16-30 in its second reading. Are there any comments? Seeing none, would you please call the roll?
Councilmember Ayers?
Yes.
Councilmember Blakesley?
Yes.
Councilmember Gerhard?
Yes.
Councilmember Fairst?
Yes.
Councilmember Herbst?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Lewis?
Yes.
Mayor Setzer?
Yes, and the motion carries 7-0. We have another ordinance in its second reading, and that's 16-31 by title only, please, Mr. McDonald.
Ordinance 1631, an ordinance amending certain provisions in Chapter 1482 Property Maintenance Code of the Codified Ordinances of the City of Vandalia.
Thank you. Since this is an ordinance in its second reading, there's a public hearing that I'm now opening. So if there's anyone in the audience who would like to make comment about this ordinance, would you please come to the podium, state your name and address for our records, and then your comment.
Thank you.
Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing and ask for a motion.
I'll move that we approve ordinance 16-31 in its second reading.
Second.
It's been moved by Councilman Herbst and second by Councilwoman Farce that we do approve ordinance 16-31 in its second reading. Are there any comments? Seeing none, would you please call the roll?
Councilmember Blakesley,
Yes.
Councilmember Gerhardt,
Yes.
Councilmember Farce,
Yes.
Councilmember Herbst,
Yes.
Councilmember Ehlers,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Lewis,
Yes.
Mayor Setzer.
Yes, and the motion carries 7-0. We have no emergency ordinances, and we have reports from boards and commissions. We have the Golf Advisory Board minutes of July the 19th, 2016. We have the Planning Commission minutes of September the 27th, 2016. Are there any comments about those? We have a bill listing for September of $8,236,634.62. And that brings us to council comments. Mr. McDonald? Nothing tonight. Thank you. Mr. Cruzy?
Just a reminder for council that the Chamber's Business Expo is tomorrow at the high school, and the Student Activity Center begins at 3 o'clock and runs until 7:30.
Great, thank you. It's a good reminder. Councilman Ehlers?
Nothing tonight, thank you.
Councilman Gerhardt?
No comment tonight.
Councilman Blakesley?
Just want to congratulate Skate World for their 40-year of existence. And I think it's interesting that, the city of Vandalia has celebrated its 50th just recently. And it's amazing to see so many other organizations and businesses celebrate their 40th anniversary. And I think that is a testament to the stand of time, and they're icons of the community, such as the Skate World and many of the organizations, Optimist Rotary and Sister Cities and such. And I just think it's a great thing to see those in existence for that many years. Again, I think that's a testament to our community and the involvement of the people of this community. So I think it's great.
Thank you. Anything else? That's it.
Thank you.
Councilman Farce?
Nothing this evening, thank you.
Councilman Herbst?
Nothing.
Vice Mayor Lewis?
No, Your Honor.
And I have nothing. However, we will do this. We will return to our study session, and then we will go into executive session following the ending of our study session. So, with that, we'll return to our conference room. Okay, we can adjourn this meeting? Okay. So we're going to adjourn this council meeting. Sorry. All right.
All in favor?
I'm not too sure that it works that way completely, but we'll go with it. Meeting adjourned.